This is the most reliable truck in the world. Those aren't even the right wheel. No, they are the right wheels, but that's a spare. That's supposed to be in the like underneath the tires. I mean, underneath the truck. This is a very high school me. Very high school. So this is the world's most reliable truck, hands down. I'm gonna go one take. You only got one take, like Eminem or whatever. You should be seeing some images of a vehicle. It looks like I barfed. It looks like I just threw up all over my shirt. That didn't happen. I just washed my face off, man. I didn't have anything. I was freaking, I did that. Anyway, also I shaved my head. I didn't shave it. I gave myself a utilitarian haircut. I buzzed my shit. So this is the world's most reliable pickup truck. Hands down in existence. Hands up in existence. So the 1985 Toyota pickup. This is my 1985 Toyota pickup. This was my 1985 Toyota pickup. So what makes this truck so great? Why is it so freaking reliable? Well, it's got that nice little 22R in there. It's not huge, it's not big. It's not the biggest engine ever. This is one of the more bare bones engines that was ever produced. I mean, obviously, all old cars were pretty bare bones, especially when you're dealing with carburetors and stuff like that. But this thing was so simple, flat out. It was just really, really simple. It's a four-banger. You have tons of space in this engine compartment. It produced enough power. It had enough torque. Yeah, I will admit the Toyota 22R stonks are not that great. You will spend like $5,000 and make like 50 horsepower. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I just threw a header on mine because I wanted it to sound cool. I wanted it to sound like a race car. It doesn't have to be a race car. Really, really simple. If I could figure out how to work on a freaking 22R, flat out, I think it's the best car in the world. Like this truck was just perfect. I wish I had a four-wheel drive. This wasn't. I would have kept it if it was a four-wheel drive, by the way. But if you're into cars, you want that short bed. At least me, I like them short beds. Them shorties. Ooh, come on, bro. Very simple body, not like super flashy, but not ugly. There's some trucks you look at them and you're like, ugh, like even some of the modern stuff, man. Like it's hard for a new modern car to instill something within you to where it's like, man, that thing is cool. Man, I could fix that up and I see myself driving that. Nice, hefty rear end with leaf springs. I mean, it's a truck, man. It's a truck. It's got a gearbox. Now, I don't know too much about the automatic ones. Mine was manual, but it had a nice, super nice feeling manual transmission. I actually learned how to drive stick in one of these Toyotas, and let me tell you, it was the best experience ever. Driving these trucks is pretty dang easy. Old Toyotas like these are so utilitarian, and I think that's why the even like more modern versions like those first gen Tacomas, even those second gen Tacomas are getting really sought after. I've been looking at one that I wanted to buy right now, and it's like 18,000 and it has over 170,000 miles on it. Mind you, it's super clean. But that's why these resell and hold their value, because there's not a lot going into them. They're just simple. Why do you think ICEs use Toyotas? I mean, you see them everywhere in the Middle East. You see them hauling loads in Central America. They're just like hauling crazy things. I don't know if you guys saw that episode of Top Gear where they drop one off of a freaking building. It goes through hell and back, man, and these trucks just keep on going. So yeah, they are the most reliable trucks in the world. But let's get on to this truck's specific story. It's a Toyota pickup because these trucks didn't receive a name until the late 90s or early 2000s when it was named the Tacoma, a truck many of you guys have heard about, I'm sure. This particular truck is a 1985 model. The same year as, the same year as something. Hold on, let me search up. What came out in 1980? We're busting a James Pumphrey from Donut Media. You guys seen Donut Media? Yep. This truck is from 1985. The same year the Back to the Future series initiated. That's when it started, 1985. Also, there was a beautiful Toyota pickup in that movie. Back to the Future. It was black. It was an SR5 model extra cab. It had the whole KC lights. That thing was beautiful. Just a freaking superb movie and superb pickup truck. Very fitting of the time. There was also a DeLorean. Sorry for the squeaky chair. I got rid of the gaming chair and I'm just using a plastic chair now because fuck it. The other chair was fully functional. I decided for this video and proceeding forward, I'm gonna use this. I don't know why. We're going grassroots, man. Everybody has one of these, you know? You don't need all the fancy stuff. And that's something that's really similar to these Toyota pickups. You want to put your window down? Dude, crank that boy down. Crank that window down, man. Some of these don't even have power steering. I'm not like a huge non-power steering advocate. I've driven non-power steering cars. Nothing wrong with them. But yeah, I do appreciate the having power steering. Maybe somewhere out there's a purist who's like, if it has power steering, it's too modern. Back in my day, we didn't have power steering. Power steering is useful, man. I don't care. You ever try to park a car with no power steering? Trying to back up into a little park. Trying to parallel park with no power steering, man? I'm not saying it's not possible. It's doable, man. It's just a bitch. I'm divulging here. I'm going too much into this topic. Let me take a sip. I'm drinking water right here. It has a nice taste. It's like sort of very fresh. It tastes very, very mountainy, very watery, very flowy. You can almost taste the river where it came out of. You know, it's very smooth. It's nice. It kind of tastes like, I'm trying to think what this kind of tastes like. It's like if you had a Twizzlers, but it wasn't nasty. Anyways, this particular truck was a California truck. It was born in California, and it's going on in California. Now, I haven't done a Carfax on this thing, and I probably should have because I owned it for quite a while. Never occurred to me. Let's check what the previous records are like. Let's dive into the series, you know. Let's fucking do, you know, let's bust a Nardwuar in this shit. You know? You guys know Nardwuar? You guys insane. This guy just goes up to like all types of artists. He's just like, so I remember you went out with, I don't know, when you were 10 or whatever. He's crazy. Nardwuar's insane. I'm sure this truck had a phenomenal story, like, way back. Like, maybe it was born there, it was bought by some guy, some fat guy. I'm gonna make up a fat story that's completely feasible in the 80s, right? It's 1985. Let's say they didn't sell this truck until 1986, okay? I'm shutting my eyes so I can visualize this. I'm not dumb. I'm actually smart. I don't know. I might be dumb. The first owner of this truck was fat. He's a fat guy. So the first owner was a fat guy, a little bit of a fat guy. It wasn't like too overweight, you know? Like the food at the time wasn't so polluted with a bunch of shit, you know? Reasonable stuff, reasonable cooking methods to make fast food and stuff. So it wasn't that overweight. This guy wasn't like too fucked up. But he was a little bit on the bigger side. Nothing wrong with that. Surprisingly, he was a businessman, this guy. He wanted something that he can, you know, daily drive because he had a nice car. This guy has money. He had a nice car, dude. He had a Supra. I don't know, dude. He had a Supra. Yeah, sure, why not? And again, that was the top model of that Supra. So he wanted something simple, something easy. He could just throw his stuff in the back, just go haul something. He just needed a little truck. He didn't really even want a truck. And that's the first person who bought this truck, man. That chubby guy who's low-key making money at his office job. I don't know what he was doing, man. Like, I don't know, accounting or some shit. But accounting was paying him good, man. Whatever. And that's what he was doing. Then after that, somebody else buys it. This guy was going to use it for hauling stuff. I don't know. He used it for his landscaping business. So they sold it to somebody else. I don't know who. And then that person sold it again, probably. Anyways, the previous owner, before it got into our hands, was a painter. So this thing had paint all over it. My dad got hold of it. He got a hold of this thing and he went to town, man. So this truck got basic maintenance done. It got a fresh paint job and it had some little radial wheels. I'm gonna try to see if I can insert a photo of what it looked like right here. But this truck was cool and it looked like this for a while. This guy needed a car after high school because look, you can only get so far on a bike, man. You need a car. So I kept that Toyota pickup. I got it off his hands, man, and I kept that thing. I didn't like the yellow, man. The yellow was hideous. So I decided I'm going to respray this thing. I'm going to make it mine, and I painted it red. Fire truck red. It was like super bright red. Just obnoxious, just in your face. I was a high schooler. I had no taste. I did some stuff to it so that it looks like this. Also got a header with time, you know, it got some more mods, stuff like that. It at one point it even had a harness bar and like like bucket seats. It would be always like little things like, oh, like I would get paranoid about them driving with them, but like stuff would happen. But this truck never truly left me stranded. It was always able to limp me home. And that right there is something that I held near and dear to my heart, because this truck to me was, your first car is always like, you feel it right here because you grew up with that car. That's your first taste of actual freedom and being able to go out there and do what you want, man. Go out there and break the rules, break the laws. You can, dude, you can go out and be a degenerate, or you can go out and like meet cool people and just I don't know, man. That gets me excited. That gets me pumped, man. That gets me pumped. Genuinely, that gets me really excited. I did freaky stuff in this truck. I did sad stuff. I've been depressed in this truck. I've had laughs, I've cried in it, man, and it was always there. It's like a good friend, like a good dog, you know? That's why people like dogs, man. It's somebody you can like give a hug, and sure, this thing won't talk back, but you don't need it to talk back, man. That dog's not gonna talk back to you. He'll just look at you and be like this. It's my impression of a dog. But they're just there. I'm going to try to keep the story of this particular vehicle very short, because I realize that I'm dragging it out super long. But this thing was a little race truck for a while. I wanted to build it into a pre-runner. I wanted to build it into a rock crawler. Heck, I wanted to put 44s on it and regear it and drop an LS in it and just do crazy shit with it. But then reality kicked in, life kicked in. I don't have the budget for that. Maybe not now, maybe not ever. But at the time it kicked in and I was like, man, this sucks. So I'm gonna just let it sit. But before that I was like, how do I make this thing go out with a bang? So I painted it like the American flag, baby. I live in LA, so I realized a lot of like hard left-leaning people probably looked at me and they probably thought I was a fucking Republican or something. A lot of people probably looked at me and they were like, that guy's a Trump supporter. I just seen it on some muscle cars and I thought it looked cool. So I was like, dude, I want to do that. And you know what? I'm really glad I did do that. I had the freaking American Yoda. I was the guy with that truck. So I had it painted like that for about a week, and until the kind of like hatred from people, or like it got too much attention, man. It started getting to me and I was like, screw this. So I took off the stars and everything. And I was just driving it around like an eraser, you know, those freaking blue, and you know, I was driving it like that. And then I was heading to work one day and, well, the horror story, man, you see it everywhere. I crashed my 1985 Toyota pickup. The whole front end of this thing just caved in. It caved in like a little tin can, like a little, you know, just. My dumbass hit a box truck. I'm not proud of this, and it. Honestly, I still can't believe how I did that, or how I managed to do that. But also before this, I didn't even mention this truck got stolen. I come out from my shift, and I'm like, okay, where'd I park? He's like, I swear I parked here. And then I was like, wait, I didn't park here. And I was like, where's my truck? And then I spent like 10 very delusional minutes. That's how grief hits you. So I had that for those first 10 delusional minutes of me like, nah, they didn't take it. I just forgot where I parked. No, they stole my shit. Somehow, some way, through the power of God, man, I don't know what happened. The universe, it all just came together. One of my buddies calls me. He's like, dude, one of my friends just said he saw your truck. He sends him a photo. He sends me a photo. Uh-oh, that's my truck. They stole my shit. I stole it back. It's just, it's the craziest thing. And then, yeah, my dumbass, you know, I painted it like the American flag. And then, you know, a month after that, I got into a very bad accident. Thankfully, I was okay. I wasn't injured. But the Toyota was a bit damaged. You guys seen that scene in Ted when he's like, oh, when they rip Ted apart and the shooting star comes over, and then Ted Loki, like the next morning, you know, Ted wakes up and he's like, and then Ted's just like, I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me? So that was me with my truck, and I was like, it's okay, Yoda, don't worry. I fixed her up, man. I put Chinese fenders on them, which you shouldn't do. But it's the best I could do at the time, man. It's the best I could do. I told all my buddies, like, let's come together and let's revive this thing. And we did. We got her out in the street, which didn't last very long. I drove her for about 2 weeks. As much as I love this truck, I don't have the time to deal with it right now. So I let it sit for a while. And the delusional self came about again. And I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just leave it right there. And I bought a car, and then I was like, all right, so I'm going to use this. And then the truck just kind of sat in the background until most recently, I don't know if you guys saw my recent video, my current daily driver that I was driving around broke down on me. And I just decided I'm not going to invest into this car. It's not even a car I like. It's not worth it to me. So I ended up flipping that car. And I hate to say it, guys, I had to let go of the Toyota pickup. There's no seat in here. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure who did this. I don't think this thing is gonna start without this. Give it a little tiny blip. Gross. It was sitting. And I just threw a battery in it. I threw some starter fluid on it. Cranked the key. Didn't want to go at first. I mean, you saw the clips. And then it turned right over. So this truck is really special to me, man. And it was really hard letting go of it. And I'm pretty sure this truck is going to, Central America, carrying bananas and all types of shit back and forth. And it's good. It doesn't give up, because you know why? Toyotas never die, man. They just get rustier. And even so, this is the most reliable truck in the world. Like that Brad Paisley song, I'm Gonna Miss Her. Talks about a guy who loves going fishing, which I love going fishing, by the way. And he's just like, and I'm gonna miss her when I get home. But right now, I'm right here on this lakeshore, and I'm sitting in the sun. And that's me, man. Because I know I'm gonna miss that truck later. Later down the line, in a couple years, I'm gonna be like, man, I should have kept it. But right here at this point in place in time, it's not feasible, man. My little budget does not allow for it. So goodbye, Yoda. But yeah, man, that's the most reliable truck in the world. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and like. And make sure to use and like and subscribe. And also like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is my receding hairline and also a buzz cut. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you found this video entertaining at all, that's good cranberry juice. How you like it, Nolan? Yeah.